The PGA Championship was poised to be a celebratory milestone for Rory McIlroy, a symbolic victory lap after finally shedding the burden of proving he could still reach the heights of his prime. With the elusive career Grand Slam now complete, McIlroy appeared liberated from the pressure that had long shadowed his game. Quail Hollow, a course where he's historically thrived, seemed the perfect setting for a triumphant return. Instead, McIlroy delivered a puzzling performance that raised more questions than answers. The reigning Masters champion barely made the cut and faded over the weekend, finishing at 3 over 287, well outside the top 40. It was a surprising result, particularly given his stellar track record at Quail Hollow, where he's claimed 4 career victories. The disappointment stood in stark contrast to what has otherwise been a remarkable 2025 season. At its midpoint, McIlroy remains the clear frontrunner for PGA Tour Player of the Year honors, thanks to signature wins at the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am and a second Players' Championship title. Most notably, he conquered Augusta National in one of the most emotionally charged Masters finales in recent memory, finally securing the green jacket. Off weeks are part of the game, even for someone of McIlroy's stature. It's reasonable to suggest he might be experiencing a post-Masters letdown, the natural aftermath of finally completing a career-defining pursuit that had long consumed him. Still, that remains speculative. McIlroy offered no insight into his mindset, having declined all media availability following his pre-tournament press conference on Wednesday. In recent years, McIlroy has increasingly avoided speaking to the media after rounds, a habit that has become more pronounced since the unexpected framework agreement between the PGA Tour and Saudi Arabia. Once the tour's most outspoken defender, McIlroy appeared to feel sidelined, perhaps even scapegoated for his advocacy. This tension was most evident following the 2024 US Open, when he left Pinehurst abruptly after a crushing bogey on the final hole cost him the championship to Bryson DeChambeau. McIlroy's silence was especially striking given this was his first major appearance since winning the Masters. Adding to the intrigue, reports surfaced earlier in the week that his driver had failed USGA conformity testing, an issue that may have contributed to his struggles off the tee starting Thursday. Yet, because the USGA and PGA of America do not publicly release test results, acknowledging only that 1/3 of the field was tested, details remain murky. Equipment failures of this nature are not uncommon and are usually unintentional, raising valid questions about why the responsibility falls on players to disclose such issues. In McIlroy's case, his refusal to address the situation only amplified its significance. He's expected to return at the Memorial Tournament in 2 weeks, where the golf world may finally get a clearer sense of where things stand.